What's up, guys? I'm Malik back here, and today I'm going to be doing my third analysis video for the Bloks Collector's line. Today I'm going to be doing an analysis video on the Bloks Assassin's Creed line, which has just released their next wave for the fall wave for 2015. Now we did get a wave back in the winter, which was kind of crappy. We just got one set, which was a little bit disappointing, but now Bloks is giving us a full lineup of sets, which are actually all really impressive, and so I thought I'd do an analysis video on this. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be the complete line, because the largest set they released so far, and the most recent set they released, has been the Chariot Chase, which has Ezio and his Brotherhood armor and the two horses. That was also seen in New York Toy Fair, and I'm going to assume that this is going to be the biggest set that we're getting this wave, which is a little bit disappointing, because it's only around like a $35 price range, but still. Because that is the biggest set that we're going to be getting this wave, I thought I'd do my analysis video now, just to talk about the whole thing. And yeah, but if they do release another one, another larger set, or a few more sets, or whatnot, then I will make a continued analysis video, just analyzing those sets separately. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start from the smallest set, which is the Adewale set. It just includes Adewale in a little build, and I'm going to move my way, go my way up through the line, just giving out different details and what I think about each set. So let's dive right in. So to start things off, we got our small set here. Well, there's been two small sets this wave. One is the Brute armor from Assassin's Creed 2, and this is the Adewale set. So yeah, I'm gonna be starting with this the set with Adewale. This one's pretty cool. The one big part of the set is that we are getting Adewale in a Bloks form, which is really cool. This figure is really nice. He does come with a lot of new different molds and new repainted parts. We do see the old Assassin's Creed cape, which has just been repainted in like a really dark blue and yellow, and we do see that our leather armor piece that we did see on Edward from the original wave, also repainted in that dark blue, and his hood, he's using Arno's hood there, also repainted in that dark blue. But the new molds on this thing, or on this figure, are the new big machete type sword that he has, that he uses in Assassin's Creed 4 Freedom Cry, the DLC, which was a really good DLC, by the way. If you haven't played that, you definitely should. But I'm forgetting the name of the sword, but it is like a huge machete type sword. I was hoping that they'd give him his massive rifle, but they didn't include that in this, which is still okay. The figure does look really cool, and the accessories on him are really nice. But starting with the new molds that we do get a new sash, which has been introduced. I think it was introduced in the last French Revolution battle pack, if I'm not mistaken, but now we're getting it in a brown color, and it's going to be used a lot more throughout this wave. We're going to see it in a lot more other sets, which I'll get to in like later in this video. But the other new molds we see here are bare torso and bare arms, which is really nice because we have gotten bare forearm pieces, but we have never gotten the upper arm or the torso pieces just with bare skin. So this is really great for customizers who like to take the figures and make different custom figures from the Call of Duty lines and Halo lines. You can use this across all the Bloks collector's themes, so that's really cool. Plus, we do get a really nice face on Adewale here. He does have this really cool lines marked on his face, which is really accurate to the game, and his hood does look really cool. It is the hood is not a new mold, by the way. It was seen with Arno in the original wave. But moving on from the figure, we do get a small build right here. It's just a little sandy structure, structure with planks of wood on it, and there is a silver flintlock pistol being rested on there too, and it does have a clip so you can put his sword onto it, and it does come with a barrel, I guess, if you want to put like his hairpiece and whatnot on it. But it's nothing too special about the build. One thing I did want to point out though, with this whole graphic that we got here, there is a little glitch in the top of right above the planks of wood. I think that was a render glitch. We do see this a lot throughout this whole line. There are a few render glitches here and there in every single, or not in every single set, but most of the sets there are a few render glitches. But that is still okay. I don't know why Bloks miss that. They are a pretty large company and do things pretty professionally, so it is a little strange that they did that. But other than that, this picture and this whole set is really cool. We do get one hidden blade though, which I'm seeing a lot of now in these Assassin's Creed line sets, except for with Ezio and stuff like that. They will give us two, but most of the time they're just giving us one hidden blade to go with each assassin, which is a little bit disappointing. But still, I'm sure a lot of you guys already have multiple hidden blades, so if you guys do want your characters to have dual hidden blades, you can simply just swap and switch them up if you want to. But there's my look at the Adewale set. And our next set here is the Brute from Assassin's Creed 2. This is a really cool looking set. I mean, we do get one figure in it, and it's pretty for a pretty small price point. Nothing here is really exclusive. We do get a bunch of new molds, but they are also in another set called the Warboat, which does include the exact same figure in different color scheme. But this is still pretty nice if you guys wanted to like pick up a bunch of these, because they are pretty common in the games and do appear a lot. So I guess if you want to have like a massive army of these things, you can pick up a lot of these sets. But looking at the set, or looking at the figure here, it is really cool. He's sporting a silver and red color scheme here with some black thigh pieces, which are really nice. His weapon is a massive axe, which we do see in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, and it has a brown handle with a silver painted top part, which is really nice. A really good looking weapon. We do get two other weapons in the back, which are just in brown plastic. We just got a regular axe and a regular mace. I'm pretty sure we've seen both of those weapons already in the Assassin's Creed line, and they're on a little like white marble build. There's nothing too special about that. One thing I did want to point out though, in this image again, there is a little bit of a render glitch up top of, right up against that axe right there. There's a bunch of brown coming off of it. I don't know why that happened. Again, Mega Bloks usually is pretty good about getting out good quality images to us, but I don't know, I guess they might have messed up a little bit here. But looking at the figure again, this is really cool. One thing that is really special about this figure is that the Assassin's Creed line is known for having removable hair and helmet pieces, which are pretty nice, so that you can have a figure with a face underneath, and if you want to give him a hair piece, you can. But this figure, I'm not sure. It's not really confirmed at the moment, but I am guessing that you can take off the helmet, because it does look a little bit large here. So I'm guessing there is a head underneath, like a regular Assassin's Creed head, and this helmet just fits on top of it. So you can take it off and put it on a different figure and whatnot, and do whatever you want. But the figure itself looks really cool. It does have a lot of different new armor pieces on its forearms, which are pretty cool. It got those vambraces now, and on the legs, the lower leg are all armored as well. So that is really nice. We will be seeing that on Ezio in another set this wave, which I'll get to later in this video. But his torso is really cool. I really like how that one looks. Not the printing, I mean the molding in that looks really crisp and clean. Hopefully it turns out like that in the actual set, and hopefully just like shiny as this, because that would look really cool in like real life. But the armor is really big and bulky, just as it should be in the game, or just as it was in the game. And he does have on his right, on the right side of the figure, he does have his armor is a little bit extended for that one side, so it's not perfectly symmetrical, but still it looks really cool. It has a bunch of unique designs going all around it. And on the hip piece right there, it is all continuous, so the armor kind of flows down the whole figure, and it looks really cool. It is probably going to be removable, just like all the other armor that we get in the Assassin's Creed line. But one other thing I did want to point out here, we do get a cape on this figure. I don't know if you can see that, but right underneath the one armor plate, you can see a little bit of fabric coming down in red. That is not part of the torso or a render glitch. Mega Bloks is now going to start to be using fabrics to represent capes and whatnot for characters such as Ezio and these Brute guards. Hopefully we'll be seeing these fabrics for other figures as well. But they're going to start off with these figures, and it is pretty nice to see fabrics being introduced into this line, because it is very needed. It was very needed, because the last Ezio we got did not have the cape, which is a pretty big part of the character, and it does really show Ezio. So I mean, not having the cape does kind of take away from the actual look of the figure, but. And now that they have introduced that, I think we'll be getting a lot better Ezios. Well, I think we've gotten way too many Ezios, but now that we're getting a lot of him, at least they're going to get Doom right this time. So, yeah, the set is pretty simple. By the way, this set and the last set are both going to be around $8 or $8.99. I have ordered both of these, and they will be coming around tomorrow-ish, I think. I think I'm going to be uploading this video on Thursday or maybe Wednesday, I don't know. But whenever this is uploaded, I will be getting I have ordered the sets, and they will be coming to me soon, so I will be doing reviews on them. So if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to this channel if you want to check out those reviews. And I'm also going to be doing some Halo stuff as well. So, but I'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. But this set is pretty cool, and I guess that's pretty much it. So there's your look at the Brute. And our next set here is Hate Them riding a horse, which is, there's two really cool important things about this, so I'm going to touch on those things a little bit later. Start off with the small stuff. We do get a little stand for the horse to jump over, which is nothing too special, and we get a barrel which is two small builds. There's nothing too great about that, but looking at the important stuff here, the one big thing about this, and this was the first set that was originally released to us from this line, we're going to be getting a horse, which is really cool. We will be seeing these in, I think, one other set. We'll be getting two in that other set, but this is the small, or the cheapest way to get horses, which is really cool. They look very articulated. They got 2 points of articulation on the front legs, 1 point of articulation on the back. Their head looks like it does move up and down, so does the tail. So it does look very articulated, and this one is the only one, if I'm not mistaken, to include saddles. I'm not sure if they're going to be including a saddle in the other sets, but this one does have a saddle here. As we can see, Hatham is riding on that, which does look really cool. It is also painted with that red leather, I guess, there. But that does look really nice, and it also has a handle for him to grab onto, so it can look really realistic. But looking at the Hatham figure here, this is really cool. AC3 was my favorite game from the Assassin's Creed line so far, and I really enjoyed it. Connor is also my favorite assassin, and I did really like the character of Hatham, even though he was a really bad guy. But the Mega Bloks did portray him really well in this Mega Bloks form right here. It is there's no new molds here. The bottom cape part is also from Arno, which you saw last year. The top part is from Edward. They're all just in new repainted colors, but then so the top is like Arno, and then the hat we've also seen in the pirate sets. So there's nothing too new in terms of molds here for this figure, but everything else is in a very new paint applications, which look really cool. We also do get a sword here that has a silver blade and a golden handle, which is a lot nicer than getting those regular single color swords that we see usually in the battle packs and the sets from last year. So this is really cool to get that. But the Hatham looks really cool here. I do like the dark blue color they use. There's just one problem with this figure. I'm a little bit thrown off by his skin tone here. I mean, he is a white guy in the games. He is white, but like in this, I think the skin tone for him is a little bit too light of a skin tone. I think it should have been a lot darker, because in the games he is a white dude, but he is pretty kind of a dark white dude, and this just doesn't look like Hatham. Originally when we saw this, there was a lot of controversy whether this would be George Washington or Hatham, but then Mega Bloks did clarify and did officially say that this is Hatham Kenway from AC3. So that just shows how bad of a job they did with the skin tone here. I mean, most people thought it was George Washington, because when you look at it at first, it does really look like George Washington. But I mean, I think if they went with the darker skin tone on the head, it would look a lot more like Hatham. Don't get me wrong, the head sculpting and everything is really good. It's just the skin tone of it, and the hands as well, is way too light in my opinion. I think if they darkened that, this would make this this figure perfect. But they didn't do that, so it does look a little strange. Hopefully they do that on release of the set. Maybe they can change it or something. But they probably won't be doing that. This is probably gonna be the Hatham figure we're gonna have for a little while. But if you don't like the look of it, we can just simply change it with a lot of the other figures that they've given us so far. But other than that, this figure does look really cool. His outfit is really nice. I really like that navy blue color with the yellow paint applications as accents there. It looks really cool. I think a lot of you guys are going to pick up this set. There is one set, the Battle Pack, and that's the next set I'm going to be showing you guys. If you're getting that one, you definitely need to get this, because that has Connor Kenway, and if you have Connor Kenway, then you're going to need to have Hatham as well, because they are just their father and son, and they are big characters in AC3. So the set is really cool. Even if you don't like AC3 and you're not a big fan of Hatham, just pick it up for the horse, because the horses are really nice to have. Like, you can have any figure ride this, and the horses are a big part of history. I mean, they're used all throughout history, so... And Assassin's Creed is all about history, so you can use them in all your different scenarios and situations. You can have any different assassin riding this horse right here, but... Yeah, the set is really nice. I definitely recommend this one. I think I'm probably going to pick up a few of these myself. I think it's around $10. I think it's going to be a little bit more expensive than the last two sets we saw, just because there is like a whole second figure, the horse, there for us. But yeah, it's going to be around $10, which is actually a pretty good deal. So I'm probably going to pick up a few of these. But yeah, there's my look at the Hatham set. And our next set here is my favorite set from this wave. I am so excited for this one. This one's called British Troop Pack, and the name doesn't even do justice to what this set actually includes. My favorite part about this thing is Connor freaking Kenway. We are finally getting Connor Kenway. I think we should have got him way before in the original waves, but it is so great to finally see him in Mega Bloks form. He's my favorite assassin. I really loved AC3. It's also my favorite Assassin's Creed game, so it is really nice for me to get to see Connor Kenway here. I'm really happy that Mega Bloks decided to do the set, and they're giving us him in a battle pack, so we do have a lot of enemies for him to go up against, which is really cool. To start things off with Connor Kenway, he looks really nice. There aren't too many new molds on him here. I think the cape part of the bottom leg cape part here is a new mold. It does look a lot different from the ones we see on the British troops or anything we've seen so far. There's a lot of nice paint applications on it, with the blue going all across that new kind of dimmed down white. Which does look really nice, and his legs are in black right there with the brown boots. But other than that, this figure looks really cool. He does have the top piece, the top torso armor piece is also old. It's just been recolored with the new paint applications. They've been using that piece a lot because it can be used in many different situations. But as you can see on his left hand there, it is the forearm piece is in a brown color, which is pretty accurate to the character, as one arm does have a long brown vambrace, I guess, going up his arm, which is pretty cool. He does have a hidden blade in the right hand, one hidden blade including the set, but I do have many extras, so you can put 2 on him, I guess. But on that left hand there's one really cool thing, and I think most of you guys can already see it. It's the tomahawk. We finally get the assassin tomahawk, that's just, which is like his signature weapon, and is really deadly with that. I remember killing so many people, British soldiers and whatnot from AC3. That was so much fun to use. It was my favorite weapon from that game, and I'm really happy with that. The hood I'm a little bit disappointed with here. It does look a little bit strange to me. I mean, I think they should make a new mold for this one with the bottom part gone, because as you do know, Connor Kenway does not have the, or at least I noticed this because I'm a huge Connor Kenway fan, but he doesn't have the bottom of that hood part right there. It's kind of just open. It flows into the rest of his overcoat, but that's a really minor detail. I mean, other than that, the figure does look really cool. Again, on that tomahawk, it is painted though. I think it's a brown piece with a silver paint application, which looks really nice. It also looks really detailed, like the molding in it. It looks really crisp and clean. It looks really cool, especially that Assassin's Creed logo on the tomahawk there. It looks really nice. There's also a sash going across his chest, which we did see in for Adewale there. So I'm guessing you can put the tomahawk into the sash. So if you don't want to use a tomahawk and want him to use 2 hidden blades, you can do that. But yeah, Connor Kenway does look really cool here. One thing I did want to see though was the bow and arrow, because he does use that in the game. I did want to see how Bloks was gonna put that onto this figure. I think it was too much of a challenge, so Bloks just decided to not forget it entirely and just not put the bow and arrow with him. I think that does look fine. It still looks like Connor Kenway. He's still recognizable and looks like what he's supposed to be. But I just think it would have looked a lot cooler if they could put a bow and arrow there. I don't even know how they would do that. It does seem really difficult to get a bow and arrow that's usable and to fit on a character. I don't really know how they were gonna manage that, so I guess this was the best option for them. But looking at the other figures here, we do get a bunch of British troops, which is really cool. I think a lot of us have been wanting this for a really long time, because they do fit in with Edward and Shay. When we do get Shay, they do fit in with their storylines as well, so that's pretty cool. But looking at those figures, they're a lot like Connor Kenway here. They do have I think that same type of cape piece, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, it's a little bit different from the belt. But other than that, they're like red with some light tan paint applications going across those cape parts. 2 of them are identical, and one looks like to be a captain right here. He does have some extra paint applications on his hat and on his torso there, so I'm guessing he's like the captain or something like that, and he is not using a musket. He's using a flintlock pistol and a sword or a saber, so that looks pretty cool. And they're all in red as well, as they are the red coats. But those figures do look really cool, and they did play a big part. They're in many different Assassin's Creed games. So I'm guessing a lot of you guys could pick this up. Even if you don't like AC3, you could use it for AC4 or for AC Rogue and whatnot. But you could use it for anything. But this set looks really nice. Moving on to the actual build of the set, there's nothing too special about that. It is just we see a little fort, or a little simulated fort type thing that we did see a lot in AC3 on the hills there. We would always see these spiked logs coming out of the forts to make up the forts. They use spiked logs so nobody can climb over and whatnot. They are actually way bigger than that, but I think this was just simulating a small little variation of that. And they do have the British flag up there, showing that a Connor is attacking like a British fort or something like that. And we do get a barrel as always, as we do get in a lot of the Assassin's Creed sets. But yeah, this set is really cool. It's probably going to be around the same price as the other battle packs, so around $14.99, which is perfectly fine. If you haven't noticed already, we are getting one less figure than we got last wave, which is a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, Bloks has been doing this with all their different collector's lines with Call of Duty and Halo. We are getting one less figure in each troop pack, which is a little bit disappointing, but I do think they did that to step up their game with the figures in general. Like here, we did only get 4 figures, but we did get Connor Kenway, and he's a super very nicely paint applicated figure, so it does look really cool. I definitely prefer this over just a true pack of British soldiers. I do definitely prefer getting Connor Kenway in this set, as he is my favorite assassin, and this is replicating a scene from my favorite game, so I really like that. But yeah, this is my favorite set from this wave so far that they released, and I'm definitely going to pick up multiple of these. I really like that Connor Kenway figure. It just looks almost perfect. I do see some slight mishaps with it, but that's just me. I mean, I'm a pretty big fan of Connor Kenway, so I do notice those small mistakes. But other than that, this set, that figure does look perfect to the regular Mega Bloks collector. So yeah, I definitely recommend this one. I'm going to be picking up a lot of these ones. I'm guessing you guys will too. But yeah, I haven't ordered this one yet. When I do, I'll probably I will review this one as well, because I'm definitely going to be picking this one up. But yeah, there's my look at the British Troop Pack. And for our next set here, guys, we do have the Warboat, which was released to us on ToyWiz.com a little while ago. On the website, did say it would retail for around $21 or 21 euros, so around $20 US, which is actually a really good price point for what we're getting in the set. We do get 2 figures and a small little build. This build is pretty unique, I guess, because we are getting a play feature in this set, which we don't really see too much in the Assassin's Creed Mega Bloks line. I mean, it is a collector's line, so they do try and stay more toward the authentic collector stuff and not too much for the younger audience, but it is pretty nice to see some play features here. The boat itself does look really cool. I do like the blue color. It does look pretty accurate to the game, which I think it was seen in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It does have some fabrics on the side here, which are attached to some pegs, which do look pretty cool. This printing, hopefully, which is hopefully going to be printing, does look really nice. If it's stickers, they still do look really nice, but I would have preferred to see printing there instead of stickers. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing too special about the boat. It just looks like a pretty simple build, kind of a raft, with just a base plate kind of on top, with a new turret for this new shooting system they've introduced for us. I don't really know how it's going to work. Hopefully it's spring-loaded or something. Hopefully it's not as stupid as like this flick fire missiles that we saw in, that we see in Lego sets. But looking at the figures here, we do get 2 really nice figures here. We do get Ezio in the Florentine Scarlet suit, I think it's called. I think that's the name. Sorry, I might have messed it up a little bit, but it does look really nice. I do like the whole red color, but I'm still getting really sick of seeing Ezios. I mean, we've gotten so many Ezios. We've gotten 4 of them. I would really like to see some more other really big characters like Altair or Shay. I mean, Altair did start this whole Assassin's Creed video game series. He was the original assassin, the real OG himself. But yeah, and Shay is also pretty cool. I mean, he's a pretty badass character. I did definitely like his game a lot. I mean, Rogue, he isn't really assassin, he is a Templar, but his storyline was really good, and I was really happy with that one. So I was hoping to see Shay this wave. We didn't get to see him, which is a little bit of a downer, I guess, but hopefully we'll see him next wave or something like that. But looking at Ezio here again, he is in a red color here with some yellow accents on his torso and on the cape piece, which do look pretty cool. I mean, there is a blue, sorry I forgot the name, blue robe part, yeah, the blue sash, sorry about the sash. The sash is now blue for him, which does look a little bit strange. I mean, usually we do see that in red or something like that, or red or black, but I mean, it's blue in here, which is pretty accurate to the suit, but his armor piece is also painted, unlike the last Ezio, which we saw in the original wave. That one was just regular brown. This has a new silver paint application on it, so that does show that it has some armor on it, which is pretty accurate to the suit itself. He does have some facial hair also printed onto his face, as he is from a Brotherhood, so he is a lot older, and does have facial hair, which is actually pretty accurate to the game as well. In his hand there, he is holding a sword, which is or a saber, which does look really cool. This one is also painted as well. It's just like the one we saw in the Hatham set. Is has a gold handle with a silver blade, which is really nice. It's better than getting those flat weapons. And on the other hand, he does have a hidden blade there. One thing I did want to point out, he does have the cape here, the fabric piece, which I did mention in the Brute set. The Mega Bloks will be introducing fabrics for the figures this line, which is really cool because it does really show who Ezio really is. I mean, it does really add to the whole look of the character, and it does really add to the accuracy of the whole character as well. I mean, we do get in red here, so it's a little bit hard to see what it actually looks like here, but I mean, I think you guys can tell. And in the next set, you'll see it a little bit better because it does stand out a lot more. But it is really nice to see the cape here, as it does really add to the whole look of Ezio. But moving on from Ezio now, we do have our Brute right here. He does look pretty cool in this new gold armor. So I mean, it's not a new mold or anything. I mean, it's not exclusive to this set alone. It is also in that single set with that only includes a Brute, but this is a new color variation, which is in gold. I do actually like the silver and red better, but I mean, this one does look pretty cool as well. I mean, this is more of what we saw in Assassin's Creed 2, but yeah, it's pretty much the exact same thing that we saw last time, except the colors are kind of inverted. All the silver is now gold, and all the red is now blue. So other than that, this figure is pretty much the exact same thing as what we just saw before. But he does have, his weapon here is just in silver. It's not silver with a brown handle like the one we saw last time. They did add more paint applications onto that one, because we will, in that set we are only getting one figure, in this one we are getting two, and a big build, so I think they focused less on the figures and more on the build for this one, which is still pretty cool. But and now sadly we are looking at our last set for this wave. This is the Chariot Chase, which was released at New York Toy Fair originally, but they did have released an official image, or a new digitally rendered image of this set, but it does look really cool in this digitally rendered image. We do see the two other horses that we will be getting this line. They don't have saddles or anything, as I can tell from this image. Maybe they do include two saddles on the side, but as from what I can see here, we aren't going to be getting saddles in the set, which is okay, I guess. I mean, we don't really need it, and if you did want saddles, you can get the other Hatham set. But it is really nice to see two new colored horses here, and to be able to get two more horses, which is still pretty cool. Looking at the figures, though, we do get one Borgia guard. I still can't say that. Borgia guard. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing too special about him here. He does look pretty much the exact same as what we've gotten before. There's nothing too great about that. He is using that mace there, which is a pretty cool weapon, I guess, but they look pretty normal as always, and I guess you can add to your Borgia army, I guess, if you have gotten all the other Ezio sets as well. But Ezio here, this is probably my favorite Ezio. This is the one from Brotherhood. This probably is like the best looking Ezio we've seen. It's also my favorite suit for Ezio in the actual game series, but in Megalox form, it also looks really, really cool. He does have the beard there that is printed onto his face, because this is the version of from Brotherhood. The hood and everything does look very accurate as well. He is in more of a white color this time, unlike the last Ezio we saw. It was in more of a grayish white, because that's actually what it's supposed to be like in the game. And the Brotherhood armor, or not armor, Brotherhood suit is a lot more of a brighter white. So that's what Megalox did portray here very, very nicely. As you can see on the little cape piece right there, there's a little bit of red accents going down the whole torso and the cape right there, so that looks pretty cool. On the legs here, which is, I did want to point out one thing, there is armor that is the exact same armor mold that is seen on the Brute, which is really cool because Ezio does wear this type of armor, and it is really nice to see them adding armor onto these assassins. I think it does look really cool on Ezio here, and he does have another armor piece on his vambrace right there, which is still pretty sick. And then on his chest right there, we did see this in the last set with the warboat. It is just the regular Ezio armor with silver paint applications, just to show armor, I guess, which he does use a lot in the games. But yeah, in his left hand here, he is holding another sword, or a new saber, which is also painted a lot differently. It does have a black handle here with a silver blade, which is really cool. But looking at his other hand, we do see something really cool here. That is, from what I originally thought, I thought he was holding little balls of fire, because that's what it looks like at New York Toy Fair. But seeing this now, I can see that it is supposed to be the Apple of Eden, which is really cool, really nice to see, because hopefully we will be seeing this more with Desmond or something. Maybe we'll get like Desmond in a set, which would be really nice. But it is really cool to see the Apple of Eden here portraying the scene from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It is really cool. I think we will be getting multiples of those in the set, which is, I guess, as extra pieces. But to see it here, it does look really nice. I guess what they did here was they took a Halo plasma grenade and kind of just made a new type of mold for it. They've molded more lines and creases so it looks more like the Apple of Eden, and then just it has that same hand grip piece so that the figure can hold on to it. But that does still look really cool. Yeah, I mean, it is really nice that they gave us an Apple of Eden. It does add a lot more value to this set. But one other thing that is pretty cool to see in this thing is that we do also get a cape, as we saw in the last Ezio as well. It is also in red here, which is really nice. I would have preferred to see one in black, so that way if we got both of them, you can probably switch out the capes and have whatever color you wanted. But it's still pretty nice to get a cape in general. I guess I can't really complain too much about that. But other than not looking at the figures now, I mean looking at the actual set, we do get a chariot here, which is pretty bulky and looks pretty well built from what I can see here. It looks really cool. I mean, chariots were used all throughout history and all throughout the Assassin's Creed games. They can be used pretty much in every single time period. There isn't really a time period where they weren't used. So I guess if you did get the set and if you didn't really like the figures or anything, it is still worth getting for that Apple of Eden piece, and this whole set in general. It does come with a chariot and whatnot, which is pretty cool. So if you do want to add it to any other different scenarios and situations, you definitely can, because it does fit in there very nicely. One thing I did want to point out, there is the same shooting system that they introduced in the last set as well. It does have that little black missile that does fire out on the turret back there. I'm pretty sure that's going to be rotatable, which is pretty cool as well. But it is nice to see that they are introducing a lot more play features into this Assassin's Creed line. I don't really care too much for them. I don't really find much excitement in them, but I guess they're trying to hit more of a younger audience with that. But it is pretty nice to see play action or play features. I don't know why I keep saying play action. Play features in this line. It is still pretty cool. Hopefully they're not going to add it in too many other sets, because I do like to see accuracy over like play features, because play features don't really appeal to me that much. But yeah, the set is pretty cool. We did already see this at New York Toy Fair. Originally I was gonna make a kind of a rant video at Mega Bloks for giving us one set for this wave, because that's what I originally thought was gonna happen when at New York Toy Fair they only released this one. So that was a little bit of an annoying thing by Mega Bloks, but thankfully they released all these images just in time, so I didn't really do that rant video. Thank God, that would have been bad. But yeah, so this is what originally I think this is gonna be the largest set we're going to be seeing this wave. I mean, if we do see another one, I will make a continued analysis video giving my thoughts on those sets. But from what I can tell so far, they haven't released an image in 2 weeks, so I'm guessing this is going to be the largest one. Yeah, so it is a pretty nice set to finish off the wave with, and it does give us a lot of sorry there. I mean, it does give us a really good figure there for all the Ezio fans. I'm a fan of Ezio, but I think I've gotten a little bit sick of getting 4 of them so far from Mega Bloks, especially in all these different outfits and whatnot. I mean, just give us simple Ezio. I mean, I would have been happy with that, but still, I mean, this is a really nice set, and yeah. So there's your look at Chariot Chase. So guys, my final thoughts on this whole wave, and just to conclude off this analysis video, I'm very happy with this wave. It was a lot better from what Mega Bloks gave us the last time with that one set, just to fill in the whole winter wave. They gave us one set, which is really sad. They did step up their game completely, giving us 6 entire new ones here, which is really cool. I'm getting a little sick of these Ezios, I guess, but at least we are getting sets. I mean, we did get a Connor Kenway figure, Hatham, Kenway, and Adewale, 3 new named characters to add to our Assassin's Creed Mega Bloks collection, which is still really cool. I am so hyped for that Connor Kenway set. I can't wait to get my hands on that. I mean, that set is really cool. He's my favorite assassin, so I can't wait to get that one. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to do it for this analysis video, guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, what set you guys are going to pick up, which ones are your favorites so far. Hopefully we'll be seeing more sets. I mean, more sets are always better, but I'm not sure if Mega Bloks will be doing a signature series for this line yet. Hopefully they do, because they did one for Call of Duty last year. They didn't do one for Assassin's Creed last year, so hopefully they're going to introduce one this wave. I'll be doing a separate signature series for Assassin's Creed video later, just giving different ideas on what I think the signature series set should be. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me, guys. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. Do tell me what you guys think in the comments below, as I do want to see what sets you guys are going to buy, and what are your favorites and why you like them, because I'm definitely super hyped for that Connor Kenway set, as he is my favorite assassin. I think I mentioned that like 5 times, but yeah, I mean, so that's pretty much it, guys. I'm also going to be reviewing all of them, I guess, but I've already ordered 2 of them. I just gotta I think I'm gonna get them tomorrow, so as soon as I get my hands on them, I get them built, I will review them ASAP. But I did get the Adewale set and the small brute set that just includes the silver brute. I got the 2 smallest ones so far, and then hopefully I'll be getting all the rest as well. So when I do get them, I will be reviewing them. So if you guys do want to see those reviews, please remember to subscribe here on this channel to get those reviews. Yeah, so I will be doing that later. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.